Hey, it's Ed. As you may know, iOS is sorely lacking in good guitar sounds, and I've got something that I'd like to share with you. Now, this is an experiment, so I'm going to put these out here as experimental. I've got 3 guitar sounds that I've created in StringLab from 4Pockets, which you see here on the screen. Now, these are by no means anything special, but I think I'm onto something here, and I'd like to get your feedback on these guitar sounds. I want to take them further, but I need to get a little bit of input on what you think and where you think they might need to be improved. So let me jump in. I'm going to open up the presets group here. Now in StringLab, I've got a couple groups that I've created of my own. I've got one here called Edsy Guitar Test 1. I've got 3 guitar presets in here. Now these are created from scratch within StringLab from 4Pockets. So these descriptions I've got here are simply what they sound like to me in my mind. They're not by any means accurate, but to give an idea. So we've got close warm, resonant far, and soft strings. And so I'll play these and you'll get an idea of what they're like. And I've got some other instruments here in the background. I've got like Yonet guitar, and let's see, this is fretless guitar, and I got a couple sound font players, just so you can kind of compare what these created from scratch guitars sound like versus some products, just to get an idea, right? It's not a competition. I'm not trying to compete with these big companies and people that create sound fonts for a living or that do it on a big scale. So let me just dive into the demo here. Let me load up Strummer, which is another excellent app from 4Pockets. We're going to load up acoustic picking, and it's going to play a little section. We've got right now StringLab, and we are on the acoustic soft strings. Let's start this up. Here we go. Let me start play down here. Let's change it up. Try close warm. Here we go. All right, next up, let's try the resonant far. All right, let's change out a couple instruments. So you got an idea there of the sounds of the StringLab guitars that I've created. Let's compare it with Yonet guitar. I've loaded up what I got a clean guitar. I took off the effects so you can compare it somewhat accurately. So let's listen to that. Okay, let's go to the fretless guitar. We've got loaded on here Nylon string folk. So it's just to give you an idea. I got to say that one's a little thin. Let's try the next one. Now this is a SFZ file that I've loaded off the internet. It's called Emily Clean. It's from a set of different guitars. There's different models in here, but let's load up this one. Now, I picked that one out because I like the sound of that guitar. It's not fantastic, but it's got a nice quality to it that I like. Now here's another one. Here we have KQ Sampe, one of my favorite developers, makes this. And definitely worth checking out. This is Sound Font Player, and what I've got loaded up here is a sound set called Best of Guitars from Sound Fonts for You. We'll have links in the description. This is the Nylon guitar, so let me be quiet for a second and let it play. Turn it up a bit. Okay, so that gives you an idea. Let's just get a little back to the beginning to get a little refresher. Now, the thing I like about these guitars is I think there's a pretty natural string sound, and there's a little bit of noise and a little bit of resonance, and you can kind of hear the strings kind of resonating with each other, I think, like sort of interacting, or maybe it's just my imagination. But anyway, I like the sound. So if you're still watching, let's try a little variation here. Let's try a MidiStep pattern. Now this is cool because this actually is another 4Pockets app, fairly recent. And what it can do is it can do bends and all sorts of interesting things. And I think it's got a very interesting effect when you play it through a guitar sound. So let me pop that in and start this up here. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I love it. Now this came with the demo from 4Pockets. I didn't create this. Paul from 4Pockets and one of his team created this demo. But I love the effect. Let's just compare it with Unac to see how it compares. I mean, they both sound weird, right? But I don't know. I think the StringLab guitars sound a little more natural. That's not bad. Let's try this one. Ooh, the bends aren't working there at all. Seems to be not bad. The bends aren't bad. They're handling it, but the volume's a little low on it. So, but anyway, we're not trying to do a sign comparison here. Let me just do one more song for those who are still watching. Let me load up something a little more picking like. How about this one here? Let's try this. And let's make sure I got this unloaded and the StringLab loaded. Whoops, let me try that again. Let's see. Let's start this up here. If I get down here. Get this. Let me get this loaded. Here we go. And let's try. Okay, so that is the resonant far, right? Let's try the close warm, all right? Actually, I quite like that. I try not to be biased here, but I think I like it quite a bit. Let's try the soft strings. Definitely more nylon, I would say more nylon sounding, but also, oops, I don't want to inject that, a little more artificial maybe in that scenario. So, these are being developed. But I hope that gives you an idea of what these sound like. Now, if you have StringLab, I'm going to have a link in the description that you can load up this preset pack right in StringLab. If you don't, then you may want to give it a look and give it a try. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.